All right, it's your boy, Corporate Al. Make sure you sign up for corporatealgorithm.ning.com. Find out how to make some chips. All right, this video is just I'm just gonna rant about some of the things I've learned about stocks. I've always wanted to make videos about stocks. It's just that, I don't know, I guess the thing that was stopping me was that I didn't want to put out any information that wasn't right. So I wanted to make sure I knew everything I was talking about before I put out this type of information. So I've been trading stocks for going on about 3 years now. I'm not the greatest trader in the world. I'm not a terrible trader. I started out studying penny stocks from I came across a website called Timothy Sykes. And the reason I came across his type of ads was because at the time I was studying multi-level marketing, which is like a lot of the principles that he was applying. You kind of saw it in multi-level marketing, the way that he was selling his product, the way he was recruiting people. He gets you to subscribe to his email, and he sends you email. Like on the surface, when you first look at mine, you like the things he was saying when you come across it. Hey, you would like to make a lot of money in stocks, and you can be rich if you learn to trade stocks, and like, you know what I'm saying, all of these, that whole energy really sits well with somebody who's in the multi-level marketing. You see what I'm saying? So like, it's gonna get their attention. And I was in the multi-level marketing at the time, and when I heard him saying these things, it grabbed my attention. And stocks was something that I wanted to study for a long time anyway, because I had got tired of trying to recruit people and explain to them why they need this certain mind frame in order, like, you know what I'm saying, the element of recruiting and sales and trying to build a team. You know what I'm saying? I got really frustrated with that because, like, I didn't want my money dependent upon the next person understanding the logic about what I'm saying. So I said I needed something that I can invest in myself. I didn't, you know what I'm saying, I didn't want to depend on anybody. And also at the same time I was studying drop shipping, you know what I'm saying, which is like selling stuff on eBay and Amazon. You know what I'm saying? I was studying that too. So, but I really like stocks because of the fact there was no sales involved, like, you know what I'm saying, well, traditional sales. There was, like, you know what I'm saying, every decision was gonna be on me. So when one of the first stocks I had traded was a stock was called Valero, which is the ticker was VLP, and I had bought it right when it had went public. And I don't remember exactly when this was, you know what I'm saying, but this was literally one of, you can go back and do research, this was literally one of the first stocks I had traded. Now I had been doing a lot of paper trading when I signed up with TD Ameritrade, and the paper trading was good, but what I had learned was that it wasn't practical, in the sense that, you know what I'm saying, the things that I was trading, you know what I'm saying, the numbers that I was getting on the paper trading, they're not necessarily real numbers. So like, you can't, I mean, it is good to get in and start doing paper trading when you first start learning stocks, because you're learning the platform, you know what I'm saying. And that was what was good about the paper trading, and that, like, the paper trading it kind of fooled me in a way that, like, my returns were really good. Like, I had did really good with paper trading, you know what I'm saying. But when I had got over into real trading, some of the things that I had learned was that, like, you can't necessarily go by paper trading, because, like, you know what I'm saying, when you go to fill an order, sometimes your order might not get filled, you know what I'm saying, depending on the price or if the market has shifted and things like that. Whereas, like, with paper trading, your order gets filled like 99% of the time. Like, you see what I'm saying? So, because it's not in the real market per se. So, that's something I had to learn once I started trading for real, is that, like, the paper trading is nothing like real trading. Like, you see what I'm saying? And also, paper trading is good for learning the interface. And then, like, when I first started trading, this is something I wish somebody had told me, and I've never even heard in a training video anywhere, is that, like, when you first start studying stocks and these concepts that they telling you, like support, resistance, and volume, and you know what I'm saying, 1 day chart, 5 day chart, 1 month chart, you know what I'm saying, historical volatility, PE ratio. So when you start hearing these concepts, you know, this all sounds one way in your head, but when you're actually in the app, you see what I'm saying, you have to know where these things are, or where to identify these particular studies. Like, you see what I'm saying? So when you, like, for example, like, you know, you bring up a chart, you see what I'm saying? And if, say for example, I need to know, you know what I'm saying, the PE ratio, or I need to know, you know what I'm saying, how to do a trend line, or if I need to know, you know what I'm saying, like certain evaluations, like where the options tab is, like how do I even skip from the chart to the options grid? How do I go from the options grid to level 2? Like, where is level 2? What is level 2? Level 2 is, you're saying, the ability to see like all of the trades that go through on a particular underline. So I'm saying, so like, where is the level 2 chart? How do I see this particular window? Where is the news tab? Like, how do I switch from the news tab to the, you said level 2 chart, you'll say to the chart, to the options, and like, where is the analytic? Like, all of the different tabs when you're in the interface, whether it's the app or if you're on your computer, all these different tabs are in their own particular location. So like, when you might hear the concept of volume, when you might hear these concepts of PE ratio and these things like that, you still have to know how to go into the app or into the application and find out where these things are on the actual app. And like, mind you, this took me like 2-3 months alone, and that like I understood what all these definitions were, but I still didn't know how to even find them on the chart or how to find them in the app. Like, you see what I'm saying? And that was one thing that paper trading, it kind of gave me the familiarity of, you know what I'm saying, understanding where these concepts were in the actual chart. Like, you see what I'm saying? Or in the actual app. And that's one thing I could definitely suggest if you're a new trader, is to not just study the terms and understanding what these terms mean, but finding out where they are in the app. You know what I'm saying? This is very important. Is that like, you know what I'm saying, I was very confused trying to find out where, you know, these things were in the actual app. And then like, I use TD Ameritrade, you know what I'm saying, but if I was to go over to Scottrade, if I was to go over E-Trade, or if I was to go to a different interactive brokers, you know what I'm saying, the interface is gonna be different. You see what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So it's very important to know where, you know what I'm saying, know how to move around in the app more so than understanding the concepts. Like, you see what I'm saying? This is something that I found out the hard way. Like, you know what I'm saying? I wish going back that I had knew that up front. Another thing too I learned about trading stocks was that most people think of trading stocks, you know what I'm saying, is to try to find cheap stocks. Like Sprint right now is usually like under $10. You got stocks, you know what I'm saying, like cheap stocks, little $5, $10 stocks, even penny stocks. You know what I'm saying? It took me a while to learn not to trade these stocks, and that you're better off trading stocks like the FANG stocks, which is Facebook, Amazon / Apple, or Netflix and Google. You see what I'm saying? Or like stocks like, you know, IBM, Microsoft, or stocks is kind of more well known. So when you're investing in companies that have never been heard of, I'm not saying that you shouldn't, you see what I'm saying, but typically it's better to invest in companies that you've heard of. Now, don't take this as gospel, because you can still find companies out there that will give you good returns you probably never even heard of. You see what I'm saying? However, if you are a new trader, it is very important that you follow stocks that have good business plans, and that you don't want to be too risky with people's business plans. Like Apple has a business plan that works. Facebook has a business plan that works. Google has a business plan that works. They're not trying to find their place in the market. Like, they already are well established in the market. And if you're getting new into trading, it's way better to study those type of businesses than to study hypothetical business plans that may or may not work. Like, you see what I'm saying? Because then you can properly compare a good business strategy versus a bad business strategy. Like, you might invest in a bad business strategy not knowing that this is a bad business strategy, because you've never even seen a good business strategy. Like, you see what I'm saying? So it's much better to find stocks that already are a little bit more established. Even though they might cost you a little bit more, you get what you pay for. You see what I'm saying? Like, if kind of look at it like a girl, like, you know what I'm saying, like look at stocks like girls per se. Like, would you rather date, you know what I'm saying, a cheapskate girl who don't nobody know nothing about, like, you know what I'm saying, or would you rather date a girl who's established, who already has her house? You know what I'm saying? Would you rather date a girl who's still trying to find herself in this world, or would you rather date somebody who's already established, who can help you become a better person yourself? You know what I'm saying? Obviously, most people's gonna pick somebody who's a little bit more established, and it's the same way when you dealing with business. Same thing. Would you work for this company? Like, you know what I'm saying? Would you rather work for Amazon, or would you rather work for this penny stock company that you never even heard of, who's trying to get a little quick hustle? Like, you know what I'm saying? It's very important to stick with stocks that you already know. Another thing too is to when you're trading, you know what I'm saying, it's to study options, the stock options. You know what I'm saying? I wish I had studied options before I even started studying penny stocks. You know what I'm saying? Because options is really a good way to determine the direction of a particular underlying. In that, like, you know what I'm saying, I don't want to turn this into an options training course, but I will recommend that you know what I'm saying, you could check out Tasty Trade or Tasty Works. They have a site called Dough, D-O-U-G-H, Dough.com, which I'm in now. I don't even know if you can even get on anymore. But Tasty Trade, Tom Solzenoff, their team are very, very excellent people to teach you how to learn options. Like, you know what I'm saying, very passionate about it. Also, people who own Options House, you know what I'm saying, the twins, I can't think of their names, they're on CNBC. They're good too to follow. Then, me personally, I don't like them as much as I like Tasty Trade, you know what I'm saying, but I can't think of the name of them. It'll come to me. You can leave a name in the comment if you know who I'm talking about. The two twins that are on CNBC, they do options trading. They're pretty good, but yeah, I definitely suggest to learn options only because it's safer and it's less risk, meaning that, like, you know exactly what you're gonna lose. If you're gonna lose, you know exactly what your risk is up front. There's no surprises. You know what I'm saying? Options is hedging. If you want to understand what hedging is meaning, like, protecting your trade. You know what I'm saying? So definitely suggest that you learn options. What's the other thing I wish I guess I can leave this here. This is about a 12-minute video. You know what I'm saying? This is just really a rant about things that I wish I had learned, you know what I'm saying, when I first started trading. So if there's anything that any questions you want, you know what I'm saying, leave a question. Anybody want to add on to what I'm saying, just leave it comments, you know what I'm saying, in the comments. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. I'll definitely put out more information about trading. So say if you have any questions, do not hesitate, just hit me up. So say make sure you like Corporate Algorithm on Facebook. All right, peace.